My turn now. Want to pick a card? Which card? Okay, yep, that one. She wants to rip them apart. Say hi. Say Happy New Year. Say I love you. Say I'll see you in the new year. Hi guys, Steph here and welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing the very last reading of 2021 where we are actually looking ahead into the year of 2022. Now the card spread that I've decided to choose is the one that I've been doing in my monthly readings, where we look at the major theme, what to let go of and what to grow. If you are the type of person that doesn't really find it easy to choose a card pile, I have placed the crystals on top. So whatever pile or whatever crystal that you're most attracted to, go for that one. Trust your gut instinct, the one that keeps pulling you back, the one that you keep looking at. That's the one that holds the messages for you for 2022. And then once you've chosen, check the description box or the comment section. I'll have the timestamps so you can skip ahead to the card pile that is most suited to you. And I will say that I forgot to mention, if you want to do this for yourself, I do have my Master the Oracle course ready to go. You'll find that all in the description box. And I also have your year ahead reading available right up until the end of January. So if you want to dive into that, it's kind of like a limited time reading that I'm doing where we go into a little bit more detail, obviously more specific to you, and also we look at it from a monthly perspective. So enough talking, I will let you choose your card. Okay, so we're going to start with what I'm calling pile number one, and that's the one with the beautiful clear quartz on top of it. So let's have a look at the major theme, which is this beautiful Kuan Yin card. All right, the major theme for 2022 for you is coming through in the message of Many Hands of the Goddess. Now, Many Hands of the Goddess, it speaks about, you know, having a lot of projects, plans, a lot of ideas, a lot of dreams, a lot of visions, ideals, I guess, that exist in your mind, what you want to bring forth into your reality, and that's good. But what it is, the major theme for 2022 for you is to choose one of those areas and truly uphold it. The rest, don't worry about. They're not going to dissipate. They're not going to turn into nothing. They will be held tightly, compacted, embraced, and safe in the hands of the goddess while you go ahead and take action to bring forth the ideal that is most important to you. So a strategy that's coming through, it's really practical, it's a really good New Year's strategy, is to basically take a piece of paper, write down 5 or 10 things that you want to bring forth in the year 2022. The most important part of this is to just write it in present tense. So I have landed my job in XYZ. I have earned XYZ. I have whatever your goals are. 5 or 10 things. Then take a look at that list and imagine that I had a magic wand and I could wave the magic wand, and within 24 hours, one of those things would come true. It would be an everyday reality for you. The one that is most for you and the one that you should be focusing on according to your highest timeline will jump out at you when you look at it with that magic wand. So it'll be pretty clear, it'll jump out from the page. Pick that one thing, write it on a separate page, and then start breaking that down and what action steps you can take from the smallest action to the biggest action. What can you do to make that happen? And break it down in quite a realistic way. Is there anybody you need to connect with? Is there anything you need to purchase? Is there anything you need to do in particular? Then just take a small action every single day towards that. And you will find that perhaps you haven't even just hit that goal, but you've overextended that goal and you've gone way beyond that, and the timeline for that is 2022. That's the major theme for you. So really not allowing your attention to be stretched in multiple different projects, but just allowing yourself to harness and focus on that one area and just use 2022 as that year. I hope that's making sense. I'm going to move on now to what it's safe to let go of. And for that card, you've got Ascension, which sounds a little bit weird. Like, why would I let go of my Ascension? But What this is saying, and you might be able to see from the strings holding the hand or bounding the hand, to me, what I'm getting from this card is to let go of anything that's keeping you bound from reaching that potential, or that idea or that goal that you have written down from that activity. You might have an idea of what your life should look like or feel like or be like once you hit that goal. Let go of any expectations of that. It's safe to let go of just limiting beliefs about your potential to pull that forth. All you have to do in 2022 is focus on one thing and take action every day, and you'll find that you go much further than you ever anticipated by doing that. It's not to say that, you just quit your job and work on something at home. I'm not saying that. Find your balance. I'm just someone on YouTube saying things. Don't take me quite literally. Take what you want from this reading and make it work for you. But it is safe to uphold something in 2022 that is your goal. And it's safe to let other things fall by the wayside. They'll be there when you're ready to pick them up. So, finally, the card that represents what it's safe to grow is the black egg. And basically the black egg is potentiality. What I'm getting from this card, and I'm not even sure if it's in the guidebook, I probably should check, but I'm just going to go with this. Sometimes the unmanifested, it stays unmanifested because we're too afraid to speak it. We're too afraid to claim it in words because we feel perhaps that we're a bit delusional. Saying I'm going to hit this goal by the end of 22, and it might seem so big and overwhelming and people think you're crazy. It's safe to bring it forth from the unmanifested to the manifested through your spoken word. And be really careful with your words in 2022. I've said this multiple times in multiple readings, but it is powerful. What you speak, you create. That's why it's called spelling. It's magic. It's casting spells. It's safe for you to do that. It's safe for you to speak in an authentic way, in alignment with those deepest desires and what you want to bring forth in 2022. And that will help you exponentially grow what you're trying to grow and what you're trying to create in 2022. So I'm going to leave that there, otherwise I'm going to start repeating myself. It's a really action-based 2022 reading for you. We shall leave that there. All right, so moving on to pile number 2. This one has the beautiful amethyst. Okay, so let's have a look at what pile 2's major theme is. You've got the Book of Changes. The Book of Changes obviously represents that things are changing for you, that there is a new timeline that you are embarking upon. Now, what this card is saying is that you're going to get to the destination that you desire to get, but you're not going to get there in the way that you think you're going to get there. And really, the major theme is surrendering and trusting and sitting in that heart space, which is the numerological vibrational frequency of the year 2022. So it's a year of the heart. So sit in that heart space and trust. Be patient, be open, be receptive, be in that divine feminine energy that allows you to take the scenic route to your destination. And along the way, you're going to pick up vital information, experiences, connections, insights, inklings, things that you wouldn't have got, or you wouldn't have got yet if you went on the route that you think you want or you think is best to get there. So that's the major theme. Change is occurring. Trust, allow, surrender, go with the flow, ride the wave. What it's safe to let go of is you've got reflect. What I'm most attracted to here is the swans. And the swan, when you're looking at it from, I guess, what would you call it? Deity perspective, the swan is aligned with the goddess Saraswati. So I guess this might be a little bit specific. We'll see how this works for you. But exactly. If you're a masculine energy, A to B, action-based, write it all down, get it done, which is kind of like the opposite of what the pile 1 was saying. They need some more of that masculine energy. You need a little bit more of the feminine. Let go of writing everything down and having like a set of goals and steps to get there, because it's not going to come to pass in the way you want. So don't waste your time doing that too much, which is funny because it's like the exact opposite of pile 1. They need to do more of that. You need to do less of that. What you need to do more of, you're getting bat. Bats use like sonar to get around. So they project a frequency out into the environment, the sonar, and it rebounds and it tells them where things are. So they don't have the sight to see. It's another symbolic representation that you may not know where you're going by night, you're going in the darkness, but you have all the skills you need to get instant feedback from the environment around you in real time. So you don't need to have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Intuitively, you have everything you need in you in that current moment to make the right decision and make the next right move. So yeah, let go of too much over planning, A to B, too much of that masculine direct energy, and fall a little bit more into your feminine energy. Just be careful that you don't fall too hard. Like I mentioned in the first pile, it's really important to find a balance and not take things so literally that I'm saying, but really, take the information, work out how it works for you, and just be really, like I said in the Master Oracle, just because you're dealing with your higher self energy and guides and the mystical doesn't mean that logic and reason go out the window. Be balanced, okay? So yeah, that was a really quick, straight to the point reading. Amethyst is associated with the third eye. The eyes coming through that, you might not see with your eyes, like, you might not be taking the action steps with your physical eyes and seeing everything come to pass that you thought you would, but you're seeing with your third eye, you're seeing with your higher self, you're seeing with that intuitive nature, you're seeing beyond the veil. So trust in the moment that you will know everything that you need to know, and you will make the right decisions as you move forward, because you're going to get to that ideal that you want to get to, but you're just not going to get there in the way you thought you were going to get there, which is part of the fun of life, right? Yeah, that was really quick, straight to the point. I'm going to leave that there though, because I'm just going to repeat myself and ramble. I'm going to move on to pile number 3 now, which is the beautiful red jasper, a really grounding, really calming, really healing crystal. So if you're attracted to that, perhaps 2022 has got some of those energies for you. So, the major theme. You're getting Sisters of the Star Blossoms. So this is a card that represents collaboration, the bringing forth people into your life that are going to be quite synergistic, that are going to have something that you perhaps are lacking, because, we're all imperfect. Some people are good at some things, some people aren't. And then when you bring the group in and you bring that social circle in, hopefully that the people that you're interacting with are strong in the areas that you're weak, and you can synergize. I do see this from a relationship perspective. I do see it from a friendship perspective. So really look out for those people in your life and be open to it. That's a major theme. I'm kind of skipping ahead to what it's safe to grow, because this is quite linked to this message of relationships. The Lamb is a bearer of important message, and it actually, in the guidebook, it talks about honest communication or honest guidance from a friend or someone very close to you. So in 2022, the development of friendship circles is going to be a big part of your evolution. The biggest teachings, the biggest lessons that you can learn are from intimate relationships, especially in the earthly realm. I mean, I don't know, I can't remember or know if I've been to any other realms, but in the human experience is something that I can speak on. And I know for a fact that my biggest learnings and the biggest, mirror about what's going on inside of me is my relationships. So 2022 is going to be that for you, and it's really safe for you to open up. But again, like I said, be balanced and be really alert and aware. A lamb is quite a vulnerable creature. It needs to be protected in a way. So have your boundaries up and be really aware. Who are the people that I'm synergizing with? Who am I greater with rather than less with? So who am I, feeling uplifted with, inspired with, joyful with, rather than who am I gossiping and complaining with? Just be really careful. I guess this is definitely speaking towards your most intimate relationships. So finally, we'll look at power, and this is what it's safe for you to let go of. So this is a little bit separate from the major theme, but it's safe for you to let go of the idea. You can attract what you want by doing nothing. But unless you take action and you step forth, you're not going to have any power. We do live at the end of the day in a physical reality. The universe responds to action. Action itself is a vibrational frequency. So when you put yourself out there, you are able, or you're creating a frequency or a field or just an energy that the universe can work with rather than just sitting back in your house and expecting these amazing friendships to appear or these amazing romantic relationships to appear. You do need to step forth and put yourself out there in order to make that happen. So let go of the idea that you can just kind of wave a magic wand or sit there and daydream or sit there and meditate. Visualization practices are an amazing part. But at the end of the day, you do need to step forward and have that courage and put yourself out there in order to be a beacon to attract those relationships. That, I guess, let me just say one thing before I finish up this reading. If you have been hurt in 2021 in regards to intimate relationships, if there's any hurt, because red jasper, I happen to put it on top of this pile, it could mean that there are some wounds that you still are requiring healing from. Just be easy on yourself. I'm not saying go out there and start a Tinder profile or get out on some matchmaking thing, or just get out into your community and talk to strangers and make them be your best friend. Be gentle with yourself. Yeah, perhaps you're a little bit timid, you're a little bit concerned about this message, but just trust that people out there are kind and generous and trustworthy and loving, and they are out there. And the more you are that of yourself, the more that you are able to attract that into your life. As much as it sounds like just me speaking words, just know that they're out there. It might take some time to find them, and you might have to get burnt in order to find them, because I know that for myself. It had to happen. I had to get burnt real hard by my friendship circle in order to realize that these aren't the people for me. And then when I stopped spending so much time with them and I started being more of myself, I was opening myself up to the right friendships that are, unconditionally loving and supportive, no matter who I am in that day. So yeah, I just wanted to add that on. In saying all that, if you've made it this far and you are listening and you happen to be pile 3, I would really appreciate a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, a like, a comment, anything you want to do. Share this with someone. Don't forget to check the description box. I'm going to have my Master the Oracle course there. I am going to have a meditation bundle for the Year of the Heart. I am going to have the 2022 personalized card readings. Connect with me somehow, or simply like this video, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen. I appreciate you spending 2021 with me, and I will see you in 2022 with lots of new readings, lots of new meditations, and gosh, who knows what else. We'll see what happens, hey? I'll see you next year, guys. Bye.